I was trying so hard not to blink. But my eyes! Don't look at my messy room. As if it wasn't messy before. I had people over recently. Thankfully, they were too high to notice that my room was a shit show. And they were transfixed on my shelves instead. Hello, goofy connoisseur. I am the owner of the one and only Goofy Labubu. In fact, it's so rare that no one in the world has any of it, but I do. I actually am the owner of all three, the only three Goofy Labubus in the world. Have you seen her latest one where she's like, The Simpsons predicted me? It's so good. It's so fucking good. Nice color shelf. Thanks. I'm gonna redo it, I think. Like, just I bought sticky putty, museum putty. So I have to.
I'm
27, and I'm still living with my parents in Overland Park. I have an art history degree from a night school. My cat just died. I've lost 25% control of my sphincter muscles. I get a clicking sound in my jaw when I eat. I actually have. It's not great.
Sometimes I pee the bed still. I have alopecia.
The only man who wants to fuck me is my 48-year-old manager at Pizza Street. P.S. He only has one ball. So I guess better than you. My history teacher in sophomore year only had one ball. And he didn't tell my class, but he told everyone that was on the track team that he was the coach for. And I don't really know why you would volunteer that information to... I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Well, I'm 27 and I'm still living with my parents in Overland Park. I have an art history degree from a night school. My cat just died. I've lost 25% control of my sphincter muscles. I get a clicking sound in my jaw when I eat. I drive a 91 Dodge Neon. I have ovarian cysts. Sometimes I pee the bed still. I have alopecia. The only man who wants to fuck me is my 40-year-old manager at Pizza Street. P.S. He only has one ball. So I guess better than you.
I kind of made her like Australian. Anyway, Fluke T, thank you so much for the 56 months on tier 2. Topher, thank you very much for the 34 months on tier 2. Josh is fabulous. Thank you so much for the 28-month resub. Puppy Surprise, 50-month resub. Ecoin, 53-month resub. Bethy Cart, 57-month resub. I'm all caught up on the VOD channel, so now I've got to catch you live. You're free from spoilers. You're all caught up with the latest season. How exciting. Wow, you finished all 580 episodes. Congratulations. Welcome. You're just in time for the preseason twist. The twist is, I've had something up my ass the entire fucking time. And it rhymes with round hoppy. Just kidding. It's right here. I missed you guys. I feel like I haven't seen you all in weeks, even though I did stream like last week for like a day or something. I don't know. I've been very busy. Busy bee. Also, Trish had her baby and revealed the name, which is amazing. But I didn't feel like streaming during the break because I did stream once or maybe twice, and there were so many comments because she hadn't announced that she gave birth or the name of the baby, whatever. And I got so many comments in the chat just asking about the baby. I was just like, that's not my tea to spill. But obviously, like, I knew she had the baby because I was told I didn't have to work. And I was also traveling, so she was like, I don't know if this will, if this will affect your plans, like, stay longer. I was so chill when my flight got canceled because I had already found out she had the baby and I wasn't going to be working the next day. So I was like, well, okay. I don't have to stress about getting back. But I didn't want to acknowledge the baby stuff at all because, like, that's her reveal, you know? I didn't even want to, like, point out that I was even reading the messages by, like, deleting them.
I'm very honored to be in the presence of so many
locals. Hi, Callie. Congratulations on your new nephew. Right? Yes. I'm like, yes, nephew. Sibling of the mother is aunt, nephew. Got it. Because I don't have any of my own. All my, like, niece and nephew age babies and children in my life are technically my cousins. So I don't retain that information. But yes, congratulations. Such a cutie. Such a freaking cutie. But yeah, I was just talking about how I didn't really stream last week because there was no way I was going to let the info spill because that would just be so rude. But getting asked constantly was stressing me out. So I was like, you know what? Let me take a vacation from my vacation and I'll just do other stuff. I've got other things to do. We had a friend visiting town, so we spent multiple nights hanging out with him and with like the friends that he was staying with, and it was good. I had a very social life because I hadn't really seen any of my like friends out here in a few weeks because I was so busy preparing for my trips to Tahoe and then New York. So all leading up to those trips out of town, I didn't really see anybody. So like I don't even know if I had seen like Hannah and David, who literally live upstairs, in like 3 weeks until last week. So I'm seeing them again tomorrow. We're going to see Lydia Butthole Collins in WeHo. Very excited. Excuse me. But yeah, I streamed once on, I didn't even want to go live on Monday of last week. Because then people would know I'm not editing the podcast, meaning there's no podcast episode, meaning Trish had the baby. I was like, I need to just like not even allude to that until like it's just obvious when there's no episode going up that, like, you know, the baby came into the world. So when I streamed on Tuesday, I was just like, okay, like there was no episode today, like people probably get it now, but people were asking anyway, and I was just like, don't read the message above and below the questions. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to a bar and go to Chili's and do that. I'll be back once the baby's announced, and I'll stream all I want. So, I was like a pro. People thought I was PR trained. That's so funny. I saw someone say, because I saw somebody, my TikTok For You page, that was stressing me out too, because I was like, I don't want to accidentally like anything, because people were like, I think Trisha had the baby. She hasn't posted it in 48 hours, which like is so funny. Like, she hasn't posted it in 6 hours. That means she's had the baby. Because she just posts so much. So I just was getting so many videos on my For You page, because like obviously I'm like, the fucking tracking cookies are keeping track of how many times I type Trish related things for the podcast. So my whole algorithm was like Trish stuff. So that I was just like, I don't even want to be on my phone, because like I didn't want to accidentally like a post, because that happened today, not about anything. It was literally just like an art video that I had already liked, but my dog licked my phone, and like the water being on the phone, literally it was like I was tapping the screen. It literally sent like, it didn't change the count, but it sent like 100 likes. I'm like, this poor person probably just got like 100 push notifications. I was like, Ruby. So I was like, I want nothing I don't want anything that could possibly allude to something, because I didn't want it to like, oh, well, Jimmy liked my post speculating that the baby's name was this, and then it has to be that. Like, I just didn't want. I was like, I can't. This is so so like over dramatized in my head, but I was just like, I could just unplug too, actually. It's probably good for my mental health. I felt, oh my God, it was so nice when I was in Yosemite and I had no cell service while we were in the car. Not that I would be checking my phone because we're driving through a fucking wonder of the world. But it was just like really amazing that like, I couldn't even think about like, I don't know, what Harry Jowsey's up to. Like just some influencer drama and stuff. Like I don't even need to like check my phone. So I was just like, let me tap back into that. And do that. Like, the podcast is off for a week. Let me take off, for real. I did edit Not Loveline and stuff. But besides that, it was very nice. Hi, puppies! Hi, puppies! Come here, soda boy! He always comes close, and then he rolls on his back to be picked up. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Rube. Hi, baby girl. Come here, buddy. You can see he's rolling over. Hi, little man. Hello. Hello. I miss him. Well, the door's always open. Hi, bud. Hi, little man. Do you think they'll remember me come Horror Nights? Oh, yeah. They remembered my dad, and they hadn't seen him in like a year and a half. Because they saw him in Tahoe. Hi, little guy. Ruby will definitely remember you more than him. Because he barks at David every time David comes over, and David probably sees him like once a week. But Ruby doesn't. But he's stupid. David's also annoying. But yeah, I was getting... Oh, anyway, so yes. So, Callie, did you have a message pinned on your Twitch chat that was like, stop asking me about the baby? Was that true? Because I saw a comment from somebody. And I was like, that's so fierce. No, I didn't even acknowledge. Okay, so okay. Either way, that would have been so funny to me. But yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna even go live because I like seeing the questions clearly appear on my screen. And on the first day I was back, I had not streamed in a few weeks, so my chat was moving pretty quickly. But when I was playing Donkey Kong, I didn't have much to say, so most people were just kind of like lurking. So someone would ask about the baby and it would just sit there. And it's like so obvious I'm like not reading it. So I was like, let me just take a break from my break and just whatever. I was shocked you didn't stream the Pokemon Direct. Honestly, the reason why I didn't stream the Pokemon Direct was because I was very comfy in bed. Because I was like, you know what? There's so much stimuli happening on the screen, and it was yesterday when the podcast went up. So I was like, honestly, like, I can ignore the questions because they're gonna find out in like 3 hours anyway when the episode goes up. So, yeah. Anyway, are you happy about Pokemon Friends? Bro, like, they don't even try anymore with some of these names. Pokemon Friends, and it's a puzzle game. Like, what the hell? Like, there's literally... Call it anything remotely related to the genre of the type of game it is. Pokemon Friends. Like, what the fuck? It's so silly. Carmen, thank you so much for the 32 months. Slayus Mama, 67 months. We used to get titles like Troze. We used to be a proper country. Did you know it was called Pokemon Link in England? Which makes more sense because it's a real word. Unless Troze is a real word, but like Troze is so iconic. Anyway, hello everybody. There's been a lot of I've been seeing a lot of hellos, so I'm just gonna go through everybody. Nappin, hello MetaJ, Jargon, Mandome, Clefable, Alan, hello Hannah, Josh, Alexita, and thank God you did an ugly ass Mega. I love Mega Dragonite. I think it's so cute. I just love Dragonite. But yeah, honestly, I'm so glad I didn't like, because I was in bed and I was just watching it on my phone, and like that was enough for me. I was like, okay, because I was like, honestly, in all actuality, the news is not like a Nintendo Direct. I would have gotten up for, but like Pokemon Presents outside of like the Pokemon Day one are never that gaggy. It's usually like 15 minutes of like apps that I don't even have downloaded to my phone, and then something I actually care about. And I'll just wait to, and like I'm not even, and it's so early for me now on the West Coast. It was literally at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm not even gonna want to stay on stream to like go frame by frame on the trailer, so I'll just wait. And I was proven correct. But Nintendo Directs I will continue to try to wake up for, because there's always at least 2 crazy things typically that is worth being live to react for. But yeah, I was like, you know what? At most, they're gonna show 1 new Mega Evolution. They're pretty like tight-lipped nowadays, which I appreciate about what they show, because it leaves more surprises for when the game comes out. Compared to like Sun and Moon, where we literally knew like the entire Pokedex except for like a Alolan Geodude, pretty much, before the game came out. I like the restraint they show now. Also, I'm pretty excited for ZA, but I'm not at a point right now with Pokemon where I'm gonna be like, no way, over like literally anything they show. You know, like I great for the people that are, but like, you're not gonna catch me pogging over them adding back in clothing customization, because they've stripped it from us for years now. Like, I'm not cheering for them adding something back that shouldn't have been gone in the first place. Like, you know, something. Anyway. But yeah. Hello, Octoblur, Karo Kento. But also, yeah, another reason why I was just like, there's gonna be so many comments about the baby, and I don't even want to like say like, wait 3 hours. Like, I just don't want to say anything. So I was like, you know, let me take the day off again from streaming, and I was also up late. Like, I was up till like midnight editing the podcast, so I was just tired. I just didn't feel like getting up. But I'm so happy that the news is out, and what a beautiful, beautiful baby, and so like just happy that it was like safe and healthy, because you know, it can be scary giving birth. So I'm just like so relieved to hear that it was like healthy and a pleasant experience, despite any, you know, it came early. Trish said this on the podcast, so because when she texted me, I think I might have said congratulations, but I didn't want to like, I just was just like, took the text of like, I have off, and I was just like, great, hope it went well, because like, you never know, God forbid, obviously nothing happened, but I just like, it's a very sensitive time. Even if things go well, like the baby could be healthy, but like it could be, you know, painful, stressful. I was just like, let me just say like, hope is for the best, have a great week off, let me not bother you and text you a million times, you know. So yeah, I'm just very happy, and just Aquaman, like, what a cool fucking name. I really think it's great. I was thinking about this. I texted Trish yesterday, I think, and I was just like, no matter what like field all 3 of her kids enter, like, I was saying this to Dallas, I was just like, he's gonna go to college, and he could be in a room of like 400 students, but the professor's gonna fucking see Aquaman paid his Hackman on the list of students, or like grading a paper, and be like, I'm gonna take note of this, because this is not a name I see typically. And like that, it just really like sets you up for just even like the teacher knowing your name, applying for a job, there's a list of candidates, who's this Aquaman, like, you know, it's literally, I think it's genius. And yeah, I loved their explanation for it. If you are confused at all about, go watch the episode of the podcast. There's a timestamp, hour and 5 minutes in. Watch the whole episode. It's very funny. But they specifically talk about their reasons why they chose Aquaman as the name, and I loved it. I live. It's so exciting. But yeah, it's just great. But yeah, hello, Octoblur, Carol Kento. Thank you again for the raid, Callie. Congratulations. Zombie, Peach, ooh! Or is it Peach? Ah! Hello, Josh, Gideon. Hello, Mr. Bear to be. Honestly, yeah, I need a CPAP. Literally, oh my god, my bear era. Hello, Light. Slayus Mama, hello, hello. Rat King Mickey. Welcome in, Zombie. Happy to have you. Hello, Ghibli. Bailey. Hello, hello, Corey. Meliot. Dear the Ghost. Ekaluhu. Welcome in. So happy you love the podcast. Hello, Kebra. Hello, Hunter. Fluke Teeth. There's a freaking fly. This building has... That's the only issue I have with this building right now, besides our mail getting stolen all the time. There's so many flies. And we've tried everything. We have, like, UV traps. I've poured boiling water down the drain. Your fucking baby's gonna burn. I've... Every drain in the apartment, I've poured boiling water down. Yeah, we had like 3 weeks of respite, and then they're back again. I have no idea where they're coming from. And again, we thought it was just our side of the building because we live right above the dumpster. But Hannah and David have been having arguably more flies than we do. It sounds like it. Our traps just seem to be working better. And they live on the other side of the building with no trash. It's not where as many people's dogs go to pee. So I'm convinced there's something in the HVAC on like the roof of the building that's like dead in there, and they're just coming through the vents. Because I don't know what to do. So, but yeah. Anyway, hello, Dust Guy, Puppy Surprise, Rower Milotic. Ecoin, Maddie, MetaJ. If I missed you, feel free to say hello again. More of a reason to give you a rent discount. Oh, I'm stockpiling. When my mail got stolen, I started stockpiling reasons. Our pool, after being closed for like... It closed probably in like November of last year when they started reno. Maybe even October. It only just opened again on July 3rd, but that's 7+ months of our lease that we were paying for an amenity that we don't get. Our gym has been closed, all of it. Like, it's very frustrating. So when my mail got stolen, they were like, when my first Zmomo got stolen, which I did get a refund on, thankfully, but when it got stolen, I was just like, hey, like, trying to be nice. I was just like, I foot the bill for so many of my stolen packages, but this one was really expensive, and I would like $200 taken off my rent. And they were like, well, with a smile, well, according to your lease, it says we're actually not liable for stolen mail. And I was like, let me save my petty energy for when it comes time to like potentially renegotiate my lease if they try to raise it like a crazy amount. Because I'll be like, well, baby cakes, according to the lease, I'm supposed to be getting all these amenities, but there's been caution tape blocking the pool that even when it was available was green 9 out of 10 times I went there. So what's that about? We want to talk about upholding the lease. Let's keep it cute, you know? Aquaman's the cutest name. I'm so happy they picked something that made them happy. Exactly. Anyway, hello, Rebby. Maybe you need a pet frog. Oh, I would love a pet frog. Have you gotten anything stolen since the ring? No, thankfully. But I also haven't ordered anything that... Like, I haven't ordered anything from Pop Mart that, like, doesn't get delivered to our door. Because when I buy from the China warehouse, it gets shipped via Unexpress and then GoFo, and the GoFo, I literally reposted this video of it. This person had like a secret security camera. They filmed the GoFo delivery driver opening their package, seeing it wasn't a Labubu, and then chucking it 15 feet from their fence to their front door. This is a horrible fulfillment company. So I try to only buy from the US warehouse of Pop Mart, because then it ships via UPS, and the UPS guy is great. He brings it to our front door. If the parcel lockers are full, he rings the ring when he leaves something. He's a nice guy. I've talked to him when my mail got stolen. I opened a case with UPS because Pop Mart originally was not refunding me, and my building didn't do anything about it. And he was just like, "I'm sorry, man. I promise you, like, it wasn't me. Like, I left it here." It was literally stolen within like 10 minutes. Like, so I was originally suspicious, but I didn't think it was him. After I like talked to him, I do think it's like somebody in my building. Oscar was doing some snooping on Facebook Marketplace and found there's this guy in our building that sells Lafufu. He sells Lafufus, and because he was gonna buy one, I think he did the stream where he sprayed it gold. He did the gold Labubu. He was gonna buy some Lafufus to do that on, and then when he saw the address, it was my building. So he was like, "Oh, can you just pick it up?" It didn't end up happening because I was out of town. But originally I was just gonna go pick it up because it was in my building, and then I was just gonna send it with the SD cards and stuff whenever I send those for the podcast. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, really. But, you know, that's the inner workings of my life, I guess. I got a Hachi Poo Poo as well. It's back there. I got pineapple. I don't love the smell, to be honest. Like, I do love that it's so scented, but I also am like, thankfully I don't smell it from all the way over here, but it is very fragrant, and I had it next to a couple of my other, like, plushies, and it started to make them smell. I'm like, holy fuck, what are they putting in? I feel like they're submerging it in like a perfume for like an entire day before they ship them out. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Rudy girl. Oh, my booby girl. Her big tush. I got green apple. I do want that one. My mom got a Labubu today. It's so cute. She loves it so much. They're great. Okay, thanks for streaming. Bye, Alex. Bye. Apartment pools are never open, I swear. We haven't even gone swimming in our pool, but the fact that we, like, can't... Well, first of all, we would go if it was open. But also, I would only want to go at night, because usually there's, like, people out there tanning, usually kids playing, and it's a very small pool. So I'm like, I don't want to be, like, sneaking a beer and sitting in the pool like with like a 6-year-old jumping and doing cannonballs like 2 feet away from me. So if I were to go, it would be at nighttime, and I would just like sit and chill. But the only time we ever went swimming at a previous place that had a pool was our last place. It was a really nice pool. That was like the only good thing about that entire complex. That was the Roach one. But it was a really, really nice pool. And there was a hot tub, but we would always catch people. We would come home from like Whataburger or Wawa or whatever the fuck at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And there would always be people who snuck into the pool and were fucking in it. So I never wanted to go in the hot tub because I doubt they were like edging. Like, there's definitely some stank, some spunk. Baby, there's a spunk in the water. Baby, there's a nut in the water. Your collection of things is amazing. Thank you. I was on FaceTime today with my little cousin Owen. He's been so into Pokemon and for the last like year, and like I changed his life 2 weeks ago at my family reunion, just like letting him info dump on Pokemon with me, and then also being able to like talk back to him about Pokemon, because nobody else in my family really knows anything. They love to listen, but they can't like have the brain stimulating conversation of like, oh, well, do you know what type this Pokemon is? Or like, what's your favorite evolution from this generation? Like, you know, I had the dialogue, the back and forth. He's so cute, so into Pokemon. Today I got a text from my aunt while she was babysitting him. She goes, "Are you free? Owen wants to FaceTime you about Pokemon." And I was like, "Of course I'm free." So I got up. I knew he was going to want to see my shelf. So I came in my office, put my glasses on, said, "Give me a call." And I talked to him for like probably like close to an hour. And I was like showing him my shelf, and he was just like pointing out, you have Torchic. Oh, you have Armarouge. Oh, you have Pikachu. Oh, you have Rowlet. Like, he just was gagged. And then I went through Dallas's collection of cards and showed him all that. He won't stop saying he wants to visit, which I'm so down. I would love for my family to visit me out here. I figured he would come with my aunt and probably my sister. Maybe his mom would want to come too. I don't know. Did you show him the direct? No, he doesn't really play the games. He likes the cards. He was telling me, he was just like, I caught 90 Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Because I finally explained like how you can play it. Like, you have to go places. I was like, oh, where'd you go? He was like, my driveway. I was just like, that's crazy. It was so cute. But yeah, he was very impressed by my collection of things, so it was very nice to be vindicated. Because I remember I would, like, show all my cousins and my aunts who, like... My Aunt Noreen got it. She was so cool. She would take me into Manhattan all the time. She would take me to the Nintendo store. She'd take me all these, like, artsy-fartsy places. She just, like, really fostered my creativity. But a lot of my other aunts and uncles were, like... I would show them, like, my Sonic collection that I filmed and edited a video for on YouTube. And I can kind of tell they were like, okay, that's a lot of stuff. So it was nice to, be like, it was all for a reason. Like, I'm a collector. There are people that will appreciate it, you know? But it was also cool to be like, I'm the cool cousin that... he can come over and pick whatever he wants to play with and just play with it the whole time he's here. Like, I don't care. But yeah, I do need to rearrange because a lot of things have like fallen over, because now I have the museum putty to put underneath everything so they stay in place. But I really want to get another shelf for this white wall. It's a pretty big space in this corner. I was gonna get one of those like Billy bookshelves from IKEA. Put that there and fill it out. I got so much fucking shit. Does he like Labubu? He was intrigued by my Labubu because I did have mine, and I brought one for my little cousin. She's in 7th grade, and she, I guess, had been asking for a Labubu, but they live in like middle of fucking nowhere, Pennsylvania, where it's like if you're not on the Wi-Fi, you're not making a call. So it's safe to say there's no Pop Mart in the area. So I had given this a Big Into Energy Labubu to my sister because she didn't have any Big Into Energy, and all her Labubus are Fufu. So I gave her that. But then she was like, "Can you actually send me?" Her being picky. It's fine. I have dupes. But she was like, "Can you actually send me the green Have a Seat that you gave to?" I gave to, I think, my stepbrother. And we can give this to Reagan, my little cousin. And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Because I wanted to bring her one, but I had ordered 2 Labubus. I was going to bring them. And then Pop Mart they didn't send me the right package. Instead of sending me 2 Labubus and a Hachipupu, they sent me a Dimu that I didn't order. And it was only one of them. It wasn't even like the same in price, which is so fucking stupid. And I'm still fighting with them. They've asked me for photos and videos like 3 different times now, and they're like, "We'll get you a return label as soon as possible. Can you just like prove to us?" And I'm just like, I'm just gonna take it up with my bank. Actually, I'm like done playing this back and forth game of telephone. I should not have to be doing the hard work because your shit is like not together. Like I'm the consumer. The customer's always right. Like, I will Karen you. If you were a small Etsy shop, I would be like, no problem. It's no big deal. You made $1 billion in a day, like a few months ago. Get it together, diva. Like, I'm not gonna be cute about it. Okay? So, anyway. Yes, that's what they asked me. They were like, can we have an unboxing video of you opening, like, not even like the item. Like, they wanted the unboxing video of like the cardboard box that it's shipped in. They were like, can you send us an unboxing video of you opening it before you had opened it. I'm like, how would I have known it was going to be the incorrect thing? So now I take video, and it's so obnoxious. They even have stickers on the box now that says, in order to get a refund, if something is a problem, you have to record. What the fuck is that? That is not how a business. It's so crazy. It's so fucking crazy. I'm so glad that like people are documenting this and like showing how nuts it is on Reddit and stuff, because it's wild and like. I don't know. It's wild. Hi, Danny. Thank you for the 95 months. I'm glad you like Mega Dragonite because it's rough out here. I'm honestly surprised I like it too because I actually am not super big on most of the designs of Mega Evolutions, but I don't know. There's something I feel like I was just really relieved that like Mega Dragonite didn't end up looking like spiky and have stripes. Like, Dragonite is literally like gay Charizard. Charizard is on prep, but Charizard's like bisexual, hetero leaning. Like Dragonite is gay Charizard. Like he would have wings on his head. That's a Drag Race runway. You know, Charizard's the L. Yes. Exactly. So yeah, I like it. Cause like, of course it has wings on its head. Dragonair did. Whatever. Who cares? Who freaking cares at the end of the day? They made him woke. Hi, Pixie Sylveon. Hello. But yeah, the Pop Mart thing is ridiculous. Them asking for an unboxing. And like, they're responding to my emails asking for shit that I've already sent them like 3 times. They were like, can we have a photo of the item you received? I'm like, literally scroll up, honey. Scroll up. You're replying to this email chain. Even if you're like a different person handling the email, it's the same email address. You should be able to see the response. So I'll paste it again. And I even put this time, like, if you, it's been 2 weeks. You said it was going to be resolved in 3 days. If you do not give me my refund and get this shit together by Friday, I'm going to charge back on my bank, and then I get to keep the Demu that you sent me to. Which I have said many times I'm willing to send back if you just send me a return label, and you won't even do that. So, ridiculous. But it's definitely, that whole situation, like, I don't even want to deal. I don't buy from Pop Mart's direct website because I don't trust that warehouse to get their shit together. I really only, that it just continued to cement my only buying from the US warehouse because I haven't had issues with them. But speaking of Pop Mart, I did give them money. I got some of the new Pucky eggs. I want to turn this one into a fridge magnet because it's like perfect for that. But yeah, I got the eggs sleeping together, and then I got this one in an egg blanket. Very cute. They want you to eventually not give a fuck and move on. Little do they know, I work from home and have nothing but time and sass. If it was like, I don't know, like a $10 thing, I would just cut my losses and move on. But it was 2 Labubus and a Hachipupu. It was like $88. Hello? What the fuck? So, I got nothing but fucks to give. Exactly. I've got a pocket full of fucks. Exactly. Anyway, I do like Pucky. I really want the mushroom Pucky pendant. I want that. I'd be fine if I got the Christmas tree because it's getting close enough to Christmas now where I'm like, I need to buy some new ornaments for this year. So I think the Pucky Christmas tree would be cute on my Christmas tree this year. When the antivirus I had suddenly got canceled in America and the most out of nowhere one took over and charged me, I went Karen until I got my money back. That was me with ExpressVPN when I found out that I literally went through the steps of canceling and I got an email confirming my cancellation, and then they kept charging me for like half a year. Even though they literally said they canceled it. And I went on Reddit and found out that like their cancellation button just doesn't work sometimes. So you have to cancel like 4 to 5 times. So, oh my God. The rage that I fucking had in my email I'm like, this is entirely your fault. This is crazy. Thank God they've passed some laws recently that are like, if you do not, you have to make it so easy for anyone to cancel their subscription. Even now, like if you go to delete an app that you have a subscription, like say I go to delete, I don't know, Uber Eats, and I have Uber Gold or whatever, and it's like charged to the App Store. If I delete the app from my phone, it automatically gives me a prompt to end my subscription too, in case I like didn't remember, and they're just still charging me for an app I don't even have on my phone. It's finally getting a little bit better, but this was like years ago. Oh, okay, cool. The law of saying the one-hit button cancellation got repealed. Cool. Oh, of course it did. I don't know why I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm fucking surprised, actually. This country demonizes its own citizens. It's really so amazing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Anyway. How is everybody? What is the craziest thing to happen to you this week? Lay it on me. I want to know. Because honestly, it's been pretty chill for me. I had some good times. Have you got any little boo-boo today? Not today. No. A guy said I had a nice ass today. That would have made my entire year. Honestly. Dallas catches people staring sometimes. I have been complimented twice in the last few weeks. There was the guy at the gas station who I talked about who was just like, "You're a sexy guy." And then he goes, "You're gay?" I was like, yeah. He's like, "That's your friend out there?" And I was just like, yeah. He was just like, all right. And then the next day there was that lady at Trader Joe's who told me I was so handsome that she paid for my eggs. So there was that. But yeah, I gotta start walking around in my tight shorts again. Yeah. Saw Superman again. It was so good. I loved it. I don't know if I'm gonna see it again, just because movie tickets are expensive, and I'm good. Like, I did like it. I would watch it again on streaming, for sure. But I do want to see Fantastic Four this week. I still haven't seen Jurassic World. I did get spoiled from editing the podcast. I put a spoiler warning for the viewers, but unfortunately I have to listen to the spoiler. So I did get spoiled. I was that meme of the guy shielding the child from bullets. That's me with spoilers for the Just Trish audience. Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Trixie.
Hey, Trixie.
But yeah, Superman was very, very good. You're gay? You're gay? You're gay? You're gay?
Superman will save squirrels, but will he save gay people?
No. Lex Luthor is gay as hell. He beat that fucker up.
All of my shirts are old Jimmy shirts that I cut the sleeves off because he gave them to me.
Yeah. Because I'm just too jacked and I'm a bear now, so.
What am I?
I mean, you're
Look,
jacked.
my arm looks huge.
You're jacked, but you're a twunk.
I'm not a twonk. I'm
Well,
clubby.
yeah. But anyway, they fit him, so I gave them to him. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Happy girl. She is jealous that I'm getting kisses and she's not. Quick, do the bear face.
Bear reacts, dude. We should start doing. We should start doing bears react to every like Nintendo Direct and stuff. And the whole time we don't even react. We're just like.
That's so funny. I need to get my CPAP, and that would be the thumbnail.
Where's your ginger shirt? Stay haters, y'all. I don't know. Do you want someone to not be talented? Like, what are they supposed to do? Not hit home runs when they're throwing softballs? I have thoughts.
Well, same for your stream. I thought that was Irene because it's pink skin. It's a pretty old shirt. I got
Yeah,
that and
this
like
is vintage
I got this
Trixie.
from Urban Outfitters. They like in 2018 they just randomly were like, here's shirts of Trixie and Alaska. And I really wish more queens just put like a beautiful photo of them on a shirt instead of like text of like a catchphrase that no one says. Like they're all so beautiful. Like literally just put one of your Instagram posts on a shirt.
Yes, please.
I'll fucking buy that.
Especially if it's Coco.
I have one. Shea Coulee did
'Cause
that.
those Instagram posts are funny as hell.
Shea Coulee did that.
She's going through your journal.
She did the. It's literally just like timestamps from the podcast that are already on YouTube. It's her the All Stars 5 where she's like in the studded catsuit or bodysuit. I have that one. I don't know where that is. I had a Susie Toot shirt, but Ruby chewed a hole in it.
Yeah.
And then the Alaska one is this, I'll have to find it for you. It's the same size as the Trixie one. I haven't worn it.
Laura,
in a long time.
did your wedding happen or is it happening? I don't remember what the timeline is on that, but my soul is telling me like say congratulations, but I think I already did.
Joella should make a mattress Labubu doll with her face. Yes. Joella's great. She followed. I met her on the set for Trisha's video. Her and Acacia talked to me so much. Joella followed me back on Instagram. I see her viewing my stories.
So happy for you. Sorry, I'm trying not to interrupt you.
Well, try harder.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I'll leave you alone. Bye, guys.
Lex Luthor wanted to kill Superman because he thought Clark Kent was
Bye,
getting it
guys.
and he was jealous.
See you guys.
See you guys. Bye.
See it. I'll see you guys.
Bye, guys.
I'll see you guys sometime soon.
Why is everybody crying? So good. It's so good. Yeah, literally, honestly, as someone who used to demonize hot people in my brain because I was so deeply insecure and thought I was like the most hideously ugly person on the planet, I fully was just like, honestly, that was me in 2018. Like, how come you get to be born and look hot and everything is easy for you and and everyone loves you and you literally just walking down the street? Like, I get it. Like, but also, it's not like Lex Luthor was ugly either. Like, that actor's hot too. And I did want to smack that bald head. But, you know, Superman's beauty is also his kindness. I don't trust many bald people. Well, work on that. I got beef with that actor ever since I first saw The Menu. I don't think I've seen him in anything outside of Superman. Look at these Marios. Free little object. The difference in Mario over the years. This is a Wendy's toy from 2002. Or maybe Burger King. I honestly don't fucking know. And then this is from like 2016. And they're both like pretty accurate sculpts for like the design of Mario and the era. I showed this to my cousin today, and because he was like, "Do you like Mario too?" And I was like, "Of course." And I showed him the Marios I have. He was like, "That one looks weird." And I was just like, honestly, he kind of fucking did. Guys, quit fighting. Come here, little man. Come here, little man. Little man. Little baby. Little boy. I didn't finish Donkey Kong. I didn't. I'm still like at the beginning of the game. I didn't play it all off stream because I didn't want to progress in the story. I wanted to play like at least like one more time on stream to see if like it's something I want to keep streaming. But yeah, I didn't feel like streaming last week because I was like, I literally feel like I have the nuclear codes. Like and also I kind of did know the name of the baby because there was some stuff in a previous episode that Trish was like, "Can you cut out us talking about watching Superman, and can you also cut out this part about an Aquaman toy? I was just like, okay, so I will not spill the tea, but I was just like, well, I think I know who the baby's name is. So I was like, I literally don't want to even be asked questions that I'm not even gonna like read out loud at all. Like, I'm just not even gonna acknowledge. So I was like, you know what? I already talked about that though. I was like, I'm not gonna stream. Because even though I would never spill the tea, even just getting asked to and like not even responding was stressing me out a little bit. But yeah, there were a lot of people that I could tell were just like, oh, this person works for Trish, so like I'm just gonna ask, like, because it was a lot of like first time chat, which like, welcome, thanks for the follow, but I'm not gonna tell you. Now I will, because the video went up yesterday. But I was like, I clearly, like, these people were asking, I wasn't answering, and they were leaving. So I was like, well, I'm especially not gonna spill for that. But it's like, I don't know. I just didn't understand why people thought I would tell them. like, why would I do that? Like, just like realistically, why would I do that? Why am I going to tell you about, even if I didn't work for Trish, like, why would I tell you information about somebody else's baby? Like, it's not my information to share, you know? It was very strange. There were also a lot of people that were like, is she okay? And I'm like, I was texting Oscar because I was like, so many people are doing too much. They're getting like a little too parasocial and asking like, oh, she hasn't told us anything. It obviously means something horrible happened. And Oscar was like, Callie's is Trish's sister. Callie's literally live playing Roblox. Like, you'd think she would even be streaming if something horrible happened, God forbid. Like, let's use our brains here. It was just so silly. I understand the excitement though, because it's literally like the royal family. Like, to me, in my world, it might as well be, right? So I totally get the excitement, but like, just a little, let's use a little common sense and realize how deeply inappropriate it would be for me to share the information that clearly, like, she's gonna tell you anyway. She's gonna make a whole video about it. It's gonna be more fun to hear about it on the podcast with the reveal. Let's just wait. So, but yeah. Anyway. Here's hoping the gay intern working for Jason Momoa showed her the videos and he's gonna come on the podcast. Would love that. That's not even, in the works or anything, but we're manifesting. We're all gonna group manifest. Jason Momoa comes on Just Trish. We'll take James Gunn because they're gonna be working together in Supergirl. So we'll take James Gunn. But yeah, it's so iconic. It's very cool. It's like when the new cast gets leaked for Drag Race and people go into their Instagram. Yeah, exactly. It's just so weird. Like, follow them, of course. That's fine. But, like, don't be commenting a year before the season comes out. Like, first out, I can't wait to see you in the finale. Like, why are you going to do that? Because, one, you're spoiling people in the comments that don't want to know the spoilers. And also, like, what an uncomfortable position to put that person in. Because they sign NDAs. Like, that's super serious, Yeah. Anyway, very excited. Happy for the family. So many congratulations, and it's just great. It's just a very happy time right now. It's just great. Let's play some Animal Crossing, shall we? I've been grinding money and just like fishing and stuff like that in preparation for like more decorating. I also have been expanding my house so I have more storage to hold all the things that I buy. But yeah, I haven't really done any decorating off stream. My main goal is just get Nook Miles to buy things because it's very time consuming to do those missions every day. So, My game is muted. Hold on. There we go. Hello, Miss Fluffy Kitty. Hello, hello. I have to close all the open. Old Amber, thank you for the 68 months. Gerp! Miss Fluffy Kitty, thank you for the 86-month resub. Thank you both so much. Appreciate it. I hope you're both doing well. Jimmy, while you are away, me and Hannah won a Kingdom Hearts award for theory and lore. Yeah. I know. I talked to Hannah. Like, I was with Hannah like 4 times last week. And I also listened to Shedding Starlight today while I was lifting weights. And the power of friendship got me through the workout. But yes, congratulations to Mel and Hannah, the hosts of Shedding Starlight, on their win for the theory and lore category of the awards. I forget the name. I just know it's shaped like a Palpoo. A Palpoo fruit. Million Dreams Award! There's so many dreams. There's enough for everybody. It's amazing. It's very cool. I'm very happy. I voted for you guys, of course. And clearly many of you did as well, because they freaking won. And yeah, if you like Kingdom Hearts, and especially if you watch my Kingdom Hearts playthroughs, I don't have a command for the link, but feel free to spam your YouTube channel, guys. If you like Kingdom Hearts, Hannah and Mel, two of my bestest friends, have an amazing Kingdom Hearts podcast. And it's designed for you to be able to get into it if you're a new fan. So you can... If there's a game, if you've played Kingdom Hearts 1, you can listen to their, but not 2, you can listen to their Kingdom Hearts 1 videos, because they don't spoil. They only talk about up until, like, the game they're on. So you can play along with them, play Kingdom Hearts 1, listen to their season about Kingdom Hearts 1, play Chain of Memories, watch the cutscenes, and then listen to their episodes. Same for Kingdom Hearts 2, they just started 358 over 2 days. And that, I'm very excited for this season, in particular, because that's when a lot of my favorite characters start getting introduced into the games. So, highly recommend. It's a really incredible podcast. Sound design is great. It's really great. I'm pretty behind on Patreon from you guys, too. There's a couple of the, like, bonus episodes that I have stockpiled that I gotta listen to. Because I honestly don't ever check Patreon on my phone, so I kind of forget that I'm even subscribed to people. And I'm just paying for it, so I gotta go back. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. My Ruby, guys. Oh my god. This is my Ruby girl. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. I love her. Hi, Bubby. Hi. Hello. Soda's in here too. He's behind Z Momo. Also, yes, I do love this green outfit. I literally, this shirt design is Mel as a shirt. Me when I transform Mel into a shirt. Oh no! Okay. What do I have here? Just items. Anyang. I need to get these changed. I don't love this color combo that I got. I haven't gone to Harv's Island even to do all that shit. Because I didn't want to talk to Reese and Cyrus. Ugh. The perfect touch. If they were yellow, that would be amazing. Mel as a layout. Well, if we were really doing Mel as a layout, it would literally just be gray. Because, like, Mel... Actually, I think Kinney's gray more than green sometimes, but we'll do green. Because that smells brand. A nice slate green. I'll make it darker so the text stands out more. Oh, I wanted to sell these. I made those to sell. I have Flick today. That'll be good for later. When I just go around catching bugs. I miss beetle hunting in Animal Crossing. I don't really do that in New Horizons because it's kind of hard to get beetles to show up compared to New Leaf. Unless you go to like the Beetle Island. But that is rare, so. Hello, Broccolo. You finally talked to me. I definitely talked to him yesterday. I'm not ignoring any of my villagers because I get the task to talk to 3 villagers every day. So I talk to them. And I also clearly get the task plant flowers because I have a bunch of flowers that I don't actually want around. Oop. Get over here, motherfucker. Come back. Damn it. These things are fast as fuck. Is that a Darner? Oh, Banded. Wow, okay. I'm too scared to check if my Broccolo is alive. He's an immortal false god. Have you seen how people think Labubu? There's these crazy ass people that probably have like AI psychosis that think that Labubu is like channeling this demon named Pazuzu. As if that doesn't make me more inclined to buy them. Like, ooh, yes, start Labubu or demonic. Make it easier to buy them. Get people afraid to buy Labubu, yes. That is great for me. I hope that people are over Labubu by the time the next set drops, because I can't devote the month of my life it took to get big into energy for the next set. Can you make the VOD public for this so you don't have to repeat all your Pokemon thoughts? I will after my stream. I can't do it while they're live. It'll go up on the YouTube channel anyway, because Sammy has... I'm up to date, I think, completely. Shout out Sammy. What did you think of the Labubu leaks? So there's a couple. So there's this big ass Labubu that's like the big into energy Fallen Wild, like big one. And I think it looks really cool. And then there is another set that is going to be mini, like baby size Labubus, and they're going to be like, there's going to be a color for like every letter in the alphabet or something fucking insane like that. I don't know. I kind of think that those are fake because they do look Lafufu looking, but they could also just be prototypes. But they look kind of fake to me because the name doesn't even make sense. It's called Pin for Love is like the leaked name, which makes no sense because like blank for love is like kind of Crybaby's thing, really, which like I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me branding wise. But you never know. But yeah, I just don't think it's real. Plus, like, how does that name connect to the fact that they're like a bunch of babies? Like, I don't get it. Like, are they neglected children pining for the love of a father? Like, I don't understand. It's very odd. I don't get it, really. I was whatever about the Lababies until I was, wait, I can get my initial. I actually don't mind the idea of, like, a smaller version of a Labubu for, like, I don't know, a cycle, just because it's just something pretty different than what we already have. And it does, like, it does make them easier to transport. And they have been doing, like, smaller products, like the baby mollies and stuff, so I don't necessarily think it's unheard of for them to do like, oh, we've done mini Labubu and there's even more options because they're smaller, but to me it's a way for them to still charge $30 but use less material. That's kind of my thoughts on it. And, you know, shrinkflation is real. The Labubu are shrinking. Because people are like, well, they're clearly using less stuffing than the Gen 1 Labubus in Big Into Energy. So, like, I think they're like, well, let's just circumvent that. Just make smaller Labubus. And these losers are going to buy them. And I'm like, yeah. Who are the losers we're talking about, though? And they're like, okay. Baby Labubus. Lagugus. Lagugu Gagas. What are my tasks today, human? Pin for Love is the most Pop Mart name. It's weird. I do think that that's true. Exciting macaron. Have a seat. Big into energy. Pin for Love. Like, it both doesn't make sense, but that's kind of why it makes sense. But I don't know. We'll see. Could also just be the temporary name, you know? Jump scare, 2 p.m. Trigger warning, 2 p.m. music. Sorry, y'all. I didn't realize my game was set to this time, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. I'll buy this. Straight men should get into Labubus, but become really brony about it. I'm a Labro bro, actually. Please, no. I love that Labubu is very, like, gays and girlies vibes. There are straight men that are into it, but they just happen to have been born heterosexual. They can't help it, you know? So we give them a pass. No summer's complete without a surfboard. Do you want it? Surf's Up. I've never seen that movie, but I do know it has penguins in it. You either have the Labubu gene or you don't. It's true. Totally. Thank you for that resub. A fast food uniform. Get a job. You fucker. I hope I can get my villagers jobs in the next game. I want to work for Brewster again. I loved doing that in New Leaf. It was fun to learn all of my villagers' like coffee orders and stuff. It was cool. Okay, so when I went to New York, I really went to Pennsylvania, but like I flew into New York. I was there for a day at my dad's house, my childhood home, and I was bringing back like trinkets and shit. So I have this bag of stuff. Some of them are just like pieces of other things I own. Like this is the like different faces for the Isabel Nendoroid that I have. But there's some like actual tiny objects in here. And like medium size. I have this Sailor Venus figure that I kind of don't like. Like, the legs are insanely long. I know it's the art style, but it's like kind of freakish looking to me in 3D. And it doesn't stand up very well, but I do have this. Here's a little Trico as well. My cousin today was like, do you know the Pokemon Banette? I was just like, yes, I do. He was like, do you want to know its creepy backstory? Which is crazy because I literally got that episode on my TikTok For You page today. I was just like, he doesn't have TikTok, right? I don't think he does. His parents are very... His mom didn't even know what Labubus are. Like, she doesn't have an Instagram or anything. So I doubt they'd have TikTok on their phone. But he has been saying he watches Pokemon X and Y on, I think, Netflix. so that's probably where he saw it. But yeah, he was telling me today, he was like, it's kind of creepy. Are you sure you want to hear it? I was like, lay it on me. And he told me, he's like, yeah, it used to be a substitute doll that came to life. I was just like, wow, you really know your shit, huh? Need your love drug, by the way. Ooh! So I'm seeing Lady Gaga in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. And I have been spoiled on some of the other surprise songs that she's been doing. So go la 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 if you do not want spoilers. But bitch, she's been doing Summer Boy. She's not just been doing art pop stuff. She's doing fucking Summer Boy, bitch. She hasn't performed Summer Boy live in like 18 years. That's like one of my favorite Gaga songs ever. If she does Beautiful Dirty Rich, I'm gonna come. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know what my bodily fluids will be, but it's gonna be nuts. But yeah, very excited. I'm seeing her in August 1st. Jimmy, can I ask you a question? Go ahead. I can't promise you an answer. Where's Timmy? Oh my god. Okay, so Jojo Siwa is in her compet era, I guess. I don't fucking know. Bisexuality is valid, but this is weird, so I don't approve of this specific instance, I guess. But anyway, my boyfriend is bisexual, so I can say that. I have a bi friend. But anyway, her boyfriend, I guess, that she is in love with, whatever, said that Jojo Siwa named his testicles Jimmy and Timmy. And that really impacted me on a personal level. Negatively. Which I tweeted about. But yeah, if you are not aware of that. So, yeah. Do you have a list for new names? So, I do think... I've been told by friends back in the day that I look like my name would be Robert or like Rob. And I do think going by Rob would be kind of fierce. There was this kid in my neighborhood that every time I walked past his house, he would go, Steven? No. But could be Steven. Love Steven Universe, you know, Steve, Crazy Steve. You could give Robbie like the Rotten. And I already look like Stingy. So like I do have a Lazy Town thing going on. Sporticus was a gay awakening for me. A city name to match Dallas. Jacksonville. The Bronx. What a beautiful name. Ooh, yeah, Paris, Texas. Yeah, Trish, I've actually chosen to change my name to Malibu. I hope that's okay. I love that name. I love all the names of her kids. They're just perfect. Like, they're great. They're such great names. Trisha's first daughter is Malibu Barbie. Her second daughter is Elvis. And now her son is Aquaman. Three icons. There's a clothing brand called JJ Malibu. And I have a shirt from them and it says Malibu on it. And I'm like, low-key, wearing merch. Like, this could very well just be merch. Podcast merch. Brianna! Oh, excuse me, not Brianna. Thank you so much for the 62 months. Happy to catch you live after forever. Wanted to share the news about getting my toffee Labubu after being jealous of yours. It's like the best. It's the best Labubu. It's the best Labubu. It's like really one of the best ones that they have. It's my favorite of mine. I have to clean it. It got a little dirty. Its ears. I used a Tide stick, but I didn't get all of the dirt off of it. I'm usually pretty good about my Labubus, but my freaking sister picked up my purse and dragged my fucking Labubu across the concrete. And she was like, LOL. It just fucking ate shit. I'm like, well, be careful. Because I don't feel like painting its nose back on. Where'd you get the little outfit? Okay. So I get most of my Labubu clothes from AliExpress. They do take like a month to get to you, but they're like $1. They're like $1 each. I have also gotten some cute ones on Amazon and Etsy, but they're literally just drop shipping stuff from AliExpress. But if I'm like, I want this Labubu in this outfit, it's like $5 instead of 99 cents. Like, I'll just pay the $5 because then I get the Prime shipping and, you know, the shipping from China, you know, the cost is relatively the same. But this is my most recent Labubu outfit that I got. This overalls and this sweater. The sweater, the sleeves were really long, and the overalls, the legs were really short. So I had to find a Labubu that had long arms but like a shrunk body, and it fit this one perfectly. I tried it on like 5 different Labubus, and I even accidentally like ripped this strap a little bit. So I got maybe like hot glue or Gorilla fabric glue or something to fix it. But is the soy milk from Macaron. But yeah, here's some more recent outfits of mine. I took the hat off of a Fallen Wild, as if I had more than one. I would if it didn't get stolen. I took the hat off of my Fallen Wild and I put it on this one. The green Labubus are the best to dress up. They're just so perfect. I have this one as well in a lime outfit, and then I have a companion one in an orange outfit. They came in a pack. And I thought about putting this orange outfit on my orange Big Into Energy, but I don't really have an outfit that fits this yellow one very well from the Checkmate. So, but yeah, this is my go-to absolute, this is my favorite Labubu. It's one of the first ones I opened ever. Maybe even the first one I opened. I just love it. It's the Toffee Macaron. I just love the shade of brown, tan, whatever the fuck. It's just so cute to me. I love it. So, I'll put it back. But yeah. And I love this red one too, from Big Into Energy. But yeah, those are some recent Labubu looks of mine. Hold on. I dropped my Joy-Con. Trying to not make my island so grid-like this time, like I have in past islands, even though I am making city streets. I do have some diagonal roads to play around with at some point. But yeah, I just kind of, I don't know. Can always change it, of course. So I'm just kind of like trying to get some more areas paved so I have more like inspiration to decorate today. Because I kind of still don't exactly have like an area in mind still. I have to like move all my houses and I have to terraform still. I have to flatten this back part of the island. But I've had this like empty space that I've wanted to connect for a while, so hold on. I have a hair tickling me. I have been aware of the fact that I probably need a CPAP machine and have sleep apnea for a while now. Because I snore pretty bad, and I do end up feeling tired even when I wake up, which is like another like surefire sign that you have sleep apnea. But I haven't had health insurance in like almost 2 years now, so it's not really been like a priority for me to get checked, because I would need to pay for the sleep study, and then I have to get the insurance for the CPAP machine, because they can be like $1,000, and you can't really just go right to the CPAP machine because they have to be like perfectly calibrated based off your sleep study. It's a whole thing. So literally adding to the verification doc, literally. So anyway, I've been trying like different things to help with that, and last night I slept with a one of those breathe right like plastic strips that like stick to your nose, and like literally even just that like helped my quality of sleep so much. I woke up, normally I like sleep pretty late just because I like work pretty late on the podcast and stuff, but then like I wake up and I'm still tired, so I go back to sleep for like another hour or two. I woke up today, I didn't even feel like I needed to go back to sleep. I felt so rested just from one night of that fucking strip, and it was like a little hard for me to get used to at first to fall asleep, but after like 15 minutes I stopped noticing it was on my face and I fell asleep. But yeah, I have seen those magnetic ones that I actually see it on a lot of like bodybuilders and shit that I follow on Instagram. I've also just gotten the ads on TikTok too, but I haven't bought them yet, mostly because I don't like the idea of the little stickers. But it's probably better to get those than they're probably a little bit more comfortable than the Breathe Right ones, so maybe I'll do it. But I just hate a sticker. I really do. But yeah, anyway, so I tried that, and unfortunately it just continued to really make it clear that I have sleep apnea or some sort of like breathing problem in my sleep. It does help if I choose to take my Zyrtec / Claritin, whatever I feel like that day, closer to bedtime. But my biggest issue lately has just been like not even like my sinuses being like swollen, like I just got a lot of boogers up there that like accumulate throughout the night and then like block my nose. So I have to get up, blow my nose, use my saline rinse, and then I can go back to sleep. But if I don't remember to wake up and do that, then I end up like mouth breathing, and it's just not as good quality of sleep. I'm normally a lurker and not comment, but a few weeks or months ago you talked about weight training. I took your advice and got free weights. I'm 5 weeks in and I'm noticing results. That's amazing! That's really amazing. I'm very happy for you. It's really crazy how quickly your body can change. Even in just like 30 days. Obviously it's not like fucking like crazy dramatic like shit you see on commercials, but like if you just stick with it and even like work out like 3 times a week, like you can really start to see progress. It's really amazing stuff, and I hope that you've been feeling more confident and just feeling better overall from that, and I'm happy to hear that. It's really cool. It's really cool when you like really, because like it does sometimes feel like very discouraging with like how like not immediate the results are always, but like time just flies by, and like if you just like try not to focus too much on it, and then like you like look back at a picture of yourself from like a month ago, you're like, oh wait, actually I am seeing progress. It's very cool. I've been trying to I've not been very good about fitness myself this year, because earlier in the year I hurt my shoulder pretty bad, so I was like resting it by not lifting weights and stuff, and then I just have been like really busy, so I haven't been going to the gym when I was feeling better. So, and I don't really get a great workout at home. I'm not really the type of I did today because I like really tried to be focused, but I usually get pretty distracted, and like mentally I just do better in the gym because I'm like, I don't waste as much time because I'm like, okay, well, like I just want to get home, right? Plus, like, I don't know, just being not at my own house or apartment or whatever, like I'm in the zone more, and like I just have access to like machines and stuff too, which helps. So I haven't really been like too great about working out this year, which has kind of been affecting my self-esteem a little bit. So I've been trying to do more at home until I have the time to go back to a gym, because I don't really like going to the gym after 1 p.m. because then it's just, especially now that it's summer, it's literally just like, we already like in the winter time and like fall and stuff, after 1 p.m. that's when all the high schoolers show up, and they're so fucking annoying to be around. So now even in the summer it's like, oh my god, they're just everywhere. So I've been like really trying to get better about working out at home, so that way, because I'm like, well, I can't go to the gym today, so I'm just not going to work out at all, which like leads me to feeling like shit because I tie too much of my self-worth to having muscles, which is its own issue in itself, that I need to work on. But whatever, you know. I have insanely weak shoulders and arms. I think part of it is how I sleep, and now I worry it runs in the family. I do wonder if arm shoulder stuff would help. Even if you're just like using like 1 pound weights like to begin with, like any sort of additional resistance will help build strength. So yeah, I definitely give it a shot. You can, like I said, I go to Five Below. It's much cheaper than fucking Target. I got these 10-pound weights at Five Below for $5. The same fucking kind of weight is probably like $40 at Target. Like, they're definitely like cheaper material, but 10 pounds is 10 pounds. Just gotta be more careful because like they can dent like mine are. Because I fidget with them with my foot and slam them on the ground. But like, just go to Five Below. You can get like a 1 pound weight for really cheap and work your way up. And you can ball on a budget that way, and yeah, it's great. You don't have to break the bank. I got my 10 pounds from Amazon for $15. Yeah, Amazon has some great stuff too. Like, bet Jeff Bezos sucks, but you know, it's a very great, marketplace, undeniably, you know. James Charles did a rant the other day complaining about these fucking yellow bumps on like at the supermarket, which are literally to help visually impaired people know when the sidewalk ends. So just like, why are you ranting about this? Like, he wants what HRH Collection has so bad, but he does not have the vernacular or untreated fucking anger issues to execute that. But that video did remind me I wanted to design these in Animal Crossing. So there was one good thing, I guess, that came from it. I like you with or without muscles, Jimmy. Thank you, Light. I appreciate that. Oop. Can we just accept that Muscle Bear Jimmy is here to stay? Love that label. Not at a point yet where I'm comfortable calling myself that, but I'll take it from other people. Do you think you'll try the knight again since he got buffed with... No way did they buff the fucking knight. Are you serious? Nerfed. Oh. Well, I mean, I will. I would rather them not nerf the boss because I actually didn't think the boss was like that unwinnable. It was literally the fact that I just had no healing items. Like I'm just ill prepared. So if they just gave me access to being able to buy even one revival mint, like I would beat him. I'm like 2 turns away from beating it. It's not nerfed. Hitboxes were edited to be more accurate. Oh, well that's good. Well, that just makes me more inclined to get back into doing it. Because there were times where I was just like, there's no way that I'm not dodging this attack. I still didn't feel like I felt like it was cheap. I don't really think there's a single boss in any Undertale anything that's like cheap. It's very much like Kingdom Hearts where like the mechanics are so tight that it is your fault if you lose. But there were times where I was just like, oh, there's no way that thing hit me. That's fucked. So yeah, I'll give it a try. I do want to do it again because I want to play Chapter 4 so bad. But I need to beat him first before I progress. So, yeah, maybe, if not this weekend, definitely next week. Because I have a whole chapter of the game to play that I have still, thankfully, not been spoiled on anything from, because I've been really diligent on Twitter. If somebody retweets something... I have, like, every character's name muted and shit. Even characters that I, like, don't even think will come up till, like, Chapter 8. I'm just like, whatever. But I follow a lot of, like... I gotta say, furries, love ya. Love a furry. Don't have a fursona, but I'm a furry myself, I guess. You fuckers are so bad at tagging spoilers, it actually drives me fucking insane. I've had to unfollow or mute so many amazing furry artists because they just retweet untagged Deltarune spoilers. And they were doing it like a day after the game dropped. Now I cut them a little slack because it has been like almost a month now, 2 months since it came out. But like this was like the day after. I'm seeing art of Tenna. And I'm like, can we not? Tenna's not even a furry. I know! Now, I'm not complaining when I see chubby Asgore, by any means, but just at least tagging it would be nice. I'm excited to see you play Chapter 4. Glad you've managed to dodge spoilers for this long. Me fucking too. I'm so excited. Because I'm just excited to, like... I just want to know more shit about what happens, obviously. Like, it's a cool-ass game. But honestly, like, Chapter 3 was so good that, like, literally, I'm content enough with Chapter 3 that, like, I'm not in a rush right now to do Chapter 4. It's kind of nice to also, like, kind of let Chapter 3 settle in my mind before new information gets put in there as well. But yeah, jumping back to the Muscle Bear era, my dad pointed out, because I hadn't seen him in like a year and a half, and he pointed out how much bigger I am than last time. And he was like, I had to borrow a belt from him, and he was telling me, he's like, I don't know, Jim. I don't know if my shit's gonna fit you. And I was like, that's crazy. because we are kind of the same build, but I was just like, damn. It was close. And I forgot to give it back, so I still have it. But I was just like, okay. Silencing the I'm still scrawny insecurities. Thank you, thank you. My sister told me that a bunch of my, like, friends back home were talking about how their words, Aki, I am now. And we're literally like, what the fuck happened? And I was just like, me? Am I the Aki? The Aki in question? It was very nice. Oop. Are you fucking serious? What that mean? Oh. It's like, it just means like stocky, buff, muscly. It's very much straight people lingo. I've only ever heard my straight friends use it. Mostly straight guys in high school. Like, I honestly didn't even think people even said Aki anymore. Or brolic. That was shit that I heard in high school. From the straight boys. That I would have to go onto Urban Dictionary. And look it up. So I could converse with them. Yeah, that's what that means. Ever since deleting TikTok, I'm so tempted to play a drinking game where every time you introduce a new phrase into my world, I take a shot. The 24-carat Labubu. Let's see, what else has been introduced this past week? Honestly, not a new phrase, because I'd been seeing videos with this sound for a while, but in the last week, it's really blown up. The Jet 2 holiday. I hate it, TBH. I do tend to skip them now, just because now people don't understand the purpose of the sound. For those who don't know, there's this TikTok sound, which if you don't understand what TikTok sounds are, unfortunately you are too far gone. I can't explain it to you. But there's this sound that's viral right now.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
So it's like clearly music that's used in this like travel agency ad, right? And people for years, it's a pretty old meme, have been putting it over like they book a fucking cruise and they're filming the ceiling flooding. Like they book a fucking like fancy dinner at a restaurant and there's a fucking dead roach in their soup. Like it's used to be like, wow, isn't this glamorous? Like, it's so clearly not. Like, very much like Fire Festival. Someone would go to Fire Festival, film the shitty food, and be like, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. But now people are just, it's just a viral sound. It's just, like, really picked up. So now people are, like, filming, I don't know, like, their dog. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Like they don't get the joke, so now it's just overused and it's not funny anymore. So my cousin just texted me. I talked to my little cousin Owen, her son, about Pokemon around like noon today. She texted me, so like whatever time it was for them, like 3 p.m. She texted me now. It's like 10:30 at night for them. He's still up talking about your phone call and Pokemon. So thank you for entertaining him and showing him all your figures and stuff. Like it made his day. That's too cute. Oh, so normies are still ruining the bit on TikTok. I see. Unfortunately, yes. I do when it's used correctly. I still do find it funny, but unfortunately, I am starting to see a lot of people like literally just not use the sound correctly. Oh, speaking of my cousin, I got clarification on a story that I had heard when I was younger, and I honestly thought that I completely fucking imagined this story, but it came up at the family reunion. So my cousin, she did a year out here in LA in fashion school before she decided she wanted to be like a hospice nurse instead. Crazy pivot, I know. But she's lived in downtown LA for a year in like the early 2000s because she's like in her late 30s, so she was in college back then. Anyway, so I guess for school or something, she was like at some event or whatever. Anyway, as a kid, I remember her talking about the fact that she was just on the sidewalk one day and this dog came running down the street and she scooped it up because it was little, and the person who came up to her and said thank you for catching my dog was Paris Hilton. And my cousin doesn't give a fuck about celebrities, so she would not lie about this. Like, that's just not the type of person she is. Like, but anyway, it was 2000s. It was crazy. It was like, whoa, this is freaking Paris Hilton. And she was just like, yeah, and like her voice is different. I don't know. It was weird. Her voice was not how, and like that's true. Like Paris Hilton is like that's hot. Like that's a caricature that she played up for the media. It was a persona she did, right? So anyway, so I got clarification that this was a real story. This really happened. I was asking her about it. She was like, yeah, and this one time I was just out with some of my friends and there was this guy, I guess he was a casting agent, and he was asking me to submit an audition tape for some show. I think it was called The Hills. Like, and like the fact that like my cousin is like so like very neurotic. Like she definitely has like all the same things that everyone on my side of the family has. Like just like, oh dear. No. Like not me though. Like I would have been like absolutely put me in front of the camera. But the idea that they would ask her this is crazy to me because she doesn't even have, she literally is like so like anti the spotlight that she's like, I will just send everybody like a Google Drive link to like baby photos because I don't want a Facebook, I don't want an Instagram, like I want it private, you know? She's like that offline. So again, completely believe her that this happened to her. Because it's just like so like she doesn't care about this type of thing to even make it up. But I just was like, are you serious? Because I didn't know that part. I knew about the Paris Hilton thing, but I didn't know about the fact that they asked her to audition for The Hills. But like it makes sense. She was like a 20-something-year-old like girl. She's probably blonde at the time too. Like pretty much exactly what they were trying to cast, you know. She's tall. So ooh. That was crazy. Crazy little lore drop from my cousin. Sell these bugs, and I'll catch this one too. Looks like it's trapped in there. Oh, okay. Oopsie. Where's Flick? Well, don't fucking know. They need to make Tink a bitch next Peter Pan remake. She already kind of is. They've definitely like dialed down Tinkerbell's like attitude in like future Tinkerbell media, I think. Like there's like a Tinkerbell show where it's like a bunch of fairies. It's like Pixie Grove or something like that. And I don't think she is like that, but like in the original movie, like Tink is she's kind of like not a girl's girl. She really centers men. It's kind of toxic. Bring her back. Yeah. I don't feel like crafting a shovel today, so we're gonna buy one. Clap if you think she should come back. They found me, y'all. They know that I accidentally clicked no bags at self-checkout the other day. Hello, Sherbert. I did, even though it's literally like Target and who fucking cares, I was like, oh no, I did use 2 bags and I accidentally clicked too fast and hit 0. Like, I was afraid someone was gonna say something. Even though I just basically stole like 15 cents. And it's not that serious. I do that. I just as unfortunate as it is, I am just too afraid of authority and getting in trouble that I'm just like, just be honest. Because Target, they are very like, they'll let you steal, but if you rack up a certain amount of money that they can like press charges, then they will ruin your life. So I do kind of get afraid. I bring my tote 9 out of 10 of them. Well, if you're not using the bags, you only pay if you're using their plastic bags. So if you bring your tote, then like, whatever. You will never see me skipping a turnstile. Sorry, I'm scared. Me too! Now that it does Apple Pay, I kind of have, like, I personally have no excuse. As much as, like, fuck the MTA, fuck Eric Adams, like, fuck that. Like, before, if my fucking Metro card, I had funds and it just was not working, because they just don't sometimes, then I would do it. If like, my train is here, I will skip it. But, like, most of the time, I'm just like, the Apple Pay works, and I can afford it, so I just might as well fucking do it. Because hopefully my money will then eventually go to improving the trains. Anyway, so. The ADHD urge to be a societal menace, the autistic urge to be a rule-following kiss ass. I definitely fear authority, but I resent it. That is the unique combo I have. I was deathly afraid of getting in trouble in school, but I wanted nothing more than the pain and suffering of my dean. I fucking hated that military school cosplaying loser who was always pink for some reason. Always fucking pink. Just mad as hell. Pink! There you are. Every day. The new Omni card has been charging people extra rides. What the fuck, really? I should check. I rode the subway 4 times in one day, and they were all at disconnected stops. So I had to pay every fucking time I transferred, which is so annoying. Because one of them was literally, I went from, this is so fucking New York. I went from like the R train to the 1 train at the World Trade Center mall, which is kind of crazy that the train literally gets off and you're like in the mall. It's pretty cool, actually. But as far as I was aware, there was no way. I mean, I wasn't going to transfer immediately anyway because I wanted to go to Pop Mart. But as far as I'm aware, there's no way to like transfer without paying a second time to get to the 1, because like the 1 train section is like on the other side of the mall. So I can't imagine. I don't know if they even connect with each other. Anyway, that's fucking nuts. That's ridiculous. Sherbert, thank you for the streak. I used to hate the buses in New York because they only took MetroCard. So often they were like, we're not taking change, we're not taking cash, which fucking pissed me off because there was no place to refill a MetroCard in my neighborhood. That was like, at that point, I might as well just take the train. You know, like, if I'm gonna walk all the way to the subway platform to load my MetroCard, I might as well just take the subway, you know? So I was like, I would always remember before I left the city to load up my MetroCard for the next time I wanted to take the bus into the city for that day. So it was so annoying when I would find out, like, I didn't have enough on my MetroCard by, like, fucking 50 cents, and I couldn't even, like, pay the difference. They're like, we're not taking coins. So sometimes the guy would be nice and would just, like, let me get on for free. But, oh my god, it was so annoying. Now, the buses have caught up since I've, like, not lived there anymore, and I can just do Apple Pay on the bus, which is nice. I still usually just take the train. Just because it's just easier. But, and like the bus is like sometimes like an hour and a half to go all the way to the Bronx from Manhattan. But, yeah, sometimes I like it. Sometimes I like the meditative bus ride, go all the way uptown into Harlem and into the Bronx, and like I just people watch and I play Pokemon Go on my phone in the bus. Sometimes there's something very nice about like immediately getting onto the bus instead of having to go all the way back to like Grand Central or something like that. If I'm in like, I'm on like 87th Street, I just go to like 86th and get on the bus and then just like sit and chill. Versus like racing to Grand Central before the next train leaves, and then like then I would get into the station. It was a big hill I would have to walk on, whereas if I took the bus, it would take me literally to my block where my house is, so I wouldn't have to walk up the hill. And so there was sometimes where I would be like, I'll sit for the extra hour for the convenience, but yeah, it used to be kind of a pain in the ass to take the bus. Nobody cares. That's honestly, you know what? People do care, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. You would not be here. Nobody asked is really what I should say. What do you love 100% of? Cheese. I think sitting for the bus sounds so fun. I do love public transport. I do. I find it to be a meditative experience. It's not just for the, like, the aid in being a walkable city. I do just, despite, I love public transport, especially in New York, because people, unless you, like, have some issues going on, you usually keep to yourself. So it is kind of like an introvert's way of being in a public setting. I just really like it. I feel very connected to the world. In a way, it makes my problems feel less small when I'm reminded that there are other people that are just living their lives too, and all their small problems feel huge to them too. I don't know. I find it to be a very meditative experience, taking the subway with my headphones on, just being around people but not talking to them. Your body kind of muscle T in this pose. Ooh, thank you. Thank you. There is nothing gay people like more than being on a train, looking out the window, and listening to a fucking Lana Del Rey album. I don't listen to Lana nearly as much as I used to because I'm not on public transportation, where I can't romanticize imagining the camera angle filming me from the inside the train as if I'm like at a pivotal moment in my life in a movie. That could just be I'm like self-obsessed and less about being gay, but sometimes it's kind of the same thing. Oh, these are different colors. That's why they're not merging. Here in Australia, we have quiet carriages where nobody's allowed to talk to each other. Yeah, there's a couple of quiet cars on the Metro North trains. I think there's usually like one quiet car. Where at the very least, they're like, just don't take phone calls. I don't really care about people talking on public transport, usually because I have headphones. The only time it bothers me is on a plane, because nobody's happy to be there. Just when Dallas and I are on a plane together, we don't fucking talk to each other. We both each have headphones in doing other things, and like I'll like signal to him if I need to say something, but typically we don't talk to each other on the plane. The few times we've flown together, just because it's like we can barely hear each other anyway over the sound, the just white noise of being on a plane. So like just take the time to just like be quiet. We literally spend every waking minute of our lives together talking to each other. We didn't even, I had some podcast episodes stockpiled for the drive to Tahoe, and we didn't even listen to like any of them. We just talked the entire time for 7.5 hours, probably closer to like 9 with how many times we stopped and were in traffic. We just didn't run out of things to talk about, which is amazing considering it's not like we were reconvening for the first time in days. I saw him the day before, and the day before that, and every day before that. Oh, did my watering can break? I guess so. I'm honestly shocked people have service in the subway deep underground. I definitely noticed that when I got a phone with 5G, I don't go into roaming as often on the subway, but I definitely wouldn't say I have like great service. Although I don't really check my phone as much in the city anymore because I don't really play Pokemon Go much anymore. I might get back into it just so I have more things to show my little cousin next time I see him. Yeah, I don't really like check Pokemon Go when I'm walking around in the city anymore, which has been great for my battery life. I used to need to stop and charge when I was in the city, or bring like a portable charger. I made it an entire day without charging my phone, and I left the city still at 70%, which was nice. Yeah, I haven't noticed losing service because I'm just not checking my phone, and all my Spotify is like downloaded, pre-downloaded. But yeah, when I would play Pokemon Go and I would go on the subway, if I was in a raid, doing like a raid battle or something like that, I would always lose service and get kicked, and it was annoying. Because like there would be like 2 seconds where it's like underground, and then coming back up. I am still shocked that there's no air conditioning on the subway platforms. There are certain subway stops that I make a choice, like a deliberate choice to avoid because I know how hot they can get. Times Square being one of them. It's crazy to me. There was a person on TikTok that did like a heat test, and at one point the subway platform reached 127 degrees Fahrenheit during like the most recent heat wave. That's lethal. That's so scary. MTA ain't paying for that. But they'll raise the fare fee. So fucking ridiculous. I'm glad I have all these trees because when I do take the time to pick the fruit, it gives me a lot of money. But I fucking hate picking fruit in this game. I find it so fucking tedious to do. Because I always feel like I have to wait till I have a full, empty inventory to do it. Because as you can see, there was plenty that I had already picked last night. And then my pockets got full, and I did not feel like clearing them out. So I just desynced all of my trees, because I was that lazy. How did I do it so much for New Leaf? New Leaf at least was nice because they had the perfect fruit, and those were really the only reason to grow fruit. So, like, you really got to bang for your buck with those. Woo! Bloop. 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 Woo. I've been playing New Leaf with the Pretendo so I can go online island again. Oh, that's fun. I'm interested in maybe playing a modded New Leaf. Because as much as I love to romanticize New Leaf, when I actually do try to go back to playing it, I'm like, oh... fuck most of this. Like, just the pocket space alone is awful. So I am kind of interested in seeing any, like, fun mods for New Leaf that, like, make it a little bit more like New Horizons while still retaining the new leafness of it all. I did see that Mystery has been getting more updates. I haven't played in like a year, so there's plenty of updates that I haven't done. I kind of want to play it again. I've been playing City Skylines again. I was really addicted to it again back in like February, and then I played like every day for hours for like 3 months. And then I didn't play for a while, and I decided, because my city got like so big that like I just kind of was sustaining, like I didn't really need to do anything with it. So I just decided to start a new one. That's like, it's honestly been very challenging because it doesn't have a lot of resources, so like the industrial part doesn't really generate a lot of money. And the layout is really, it's like a valley, which it looks visually cool, but it's really fucking annoying to build roads and stuff. But it's been kind of fun now that like I have enough money that I can actually place roads again and stuff. Because before I would literally like be like pinching my pennies until I like had a population milestone, and then they gave me like a bonus of like 20,000, so I can then put down a fire department to put out the 5 burning buildings I had. But yeah, I would love to stream City Skylines, but I kind of treat that game as like a meditative, turn my brain off thing. That's my catch up on podcast episodes game. So I don't really know what I would have to talk about unless like my chat was just very active. Because like it's not a very like visual, like conversation starting kind of game. Isn't that what shunting is, though? Yeah, but Pokemon just draws more viewers, that my chat is just more active. It's also like a more niche game, so like I'm already definitely gonna get like less viewership because it's like not as interesting of a game. And then it's also the kind of game that you like zone out and like honestly meditate. Like I imagine most people, that's the kind of game where if they're watching, they're lurking. So I just don't know if the chat would just be very active while I was playing it. I love how every fucking house I've done ends up looking exactly the same on all of my like recent islands because I don't decorate them, and I just love these. Like this is it. Every fucking house. Sloppy bed, the pink thing from the tutorial where I have to build something and customize it, cardboard boxes, like it literally, like, I did literally stream paint drying years ago, years and years and years ago. I literally streamed myself painting my room and then talking while the paint dried for like 7 hours. And I did have like probably as many viewers as I have now, which I purposely have hidden. So don't tell me how many viewers I have. But honestly, I've had my viewer count hidden for the last like 6 or 7 months. Because usually when I stream, I have all my stats open. But lately, I just like, I don't like knowing. I don't know why. So I've had my view count like hidden every stream from myself at least for like pretty much all of this year. And I also have how many subscribers I have hidden too. Because I don't feel like worrying about that. I'm very fortunate that I have a job now where like my streaming does not like it's not integral in like me paying my rent anymore, so I kind of don't need to know. Thankfully, it like I kind of just I'm like, oh cool, like streaming's a hobby for me again, so if it makes any money at all, like that's great. I just put it in my I just put it away for like savings and emergencies and stuff like that, which is very nice. sounds way better for your mental health. Yeah, it's made me, like, just... I never disliked streaming, but it has made me like it more. Because, like, I don't know. It's easy to compare how good my streams were doing viewer-wise back during the pandemic when people had more time to watch streams and be subscribed and stuff like that versus, like, now where, like, for the most part, like, people are back. Like, my streams still do great for how little output on other platforms I have. I pretty much, I, like, know based off of, like, vague numbers that I've seen that, like, my streams do pretty much exactly how they did before COVID, which is still amazing because there have been so many years since I posted on YouTube, right? But my brain is still like, well, that's less people than during COVID, which means you're in your flop era. And it's like, well, no, it was just but, you know, not seeing the numbers helps keep those thoughts at bay. And honestly, everything's an ebb and flow. Because, like, I would argue I'm, like, the most quote-unquote relevant than I have been in years because of, like, working on the podcast and being on it and stuff like that. And just, like, I don't know, the quality of conversations and, like, the people I get to interact with is really what's the most important thing about it, thankfully. I'm in my real motherfuckers are still here era. That's true. You don't have to answer, but did you have the same sub count pre-COVID? Yeah. Yeah, during COVID, I mean, you could see it in the VODs because I used to have it on screen. I used to have, like over 1,000 subscribers. Especially when Animal Crossing was really popular, too. But now I have pretty much the exact same amount as, like, when I first started streaming. Which is amazing, because my streams... I'm very fortunate that, like, my streams have always done, like... For, like, a streamer of my size... And the lack of, like, I don't really post on TikTok. I haven't posted on YouTube outside of, like, the one time in, like, 7 or 8 years now, maybe more than that. So, like, my audience retention, despite my lack of output, is fucking crazy, I would say. Which just means a lot to me that people give a fuck about me. But yeah. I do have about, like, the same stats as when I, like 2016 to 19. It's honestly, like, 2020 to 2022 are just, like, just anomalies, really. I can't wait for you to stream Tomodachi 2. I do think that, if I were to start being more proactive about streaming, both on here and TikTok, and, like, which I need to do. I have a computer that can support that now. I just need to, like, take the time to set it up. If I, like, actually, like, posted even just, like, one clip from my streams a week, I do think that I would see, like, I would get a lot of people coming to my streams because I do think that I am hilarious and have a lot of interesting things and funny things to say. Not to brag about myself too much, but I'm great. So, yeah, I kind of am like, well, if I just let people know I'm out there, they will come, but I'm doing pretty fucking great for being a very well-kept secret. You know? Sammy shifts to shorts uploads on the VOD channel. If they started doing it, I'd pay them for that too. Because I do pay Sammy for the archive channel. They told me I don't need to, but I do anyway. I pay them kind of quarterly just because that's what I can afford, but I do pay them. To me, every stream falls into eras of new big game and autistically of me, new Cobblemon update. And then there's hidden gem in between ones that are always funnier, but I don't think about them. That makes sense. Yeah, there are definitely people that I like only watch for specific games, which I think is the case for my streams too. Maybe less nowadays, but like after COVID, like people were not as home all the time. Obviously, COVID is still around. Like, I'm not trying to say COVID's done, but like as like society started going back to like quote unquote normal, and like Animal Crossing kind of died down a little bit. Like, I did notice that like there were people that would only come back when I did stream Animal Crossing, and it helps that I like playing this game, so I didn't feel like, oh my god, I have to stream Animal Crossing or else I won't, get this whatever view count I need. But it is nice that like I do have the podcast to do that. Like, really, it has taken a lot of the pressure off of streaming, whereas like I don't have to stream on a day that I am kind of feeling crappy, because I don't need to, like, in order to fucking live. Like, streaming is kind of a hobby for me again, which is really nice because it just, I don't know, it, not that I've always loved it. There's never been a point where I haven't loved it. Even when it was like I was streaming like 6 days a week and that was like my main source of income. It's just now that like any stressors that were attached to it are gone, so I can like completely just like be very chill. And I don't always have to like worry like, oh, like I streamed today and I had less people, so even though I really want to stream this game again, like I probably shouldn't, because I should probably stream something like I don't care about that anymore. Like, I'll stream a game to fucking 5 people if it means I'm gonna have a good time, Whereas before, I'm like, well, probably shouldn't spend an entire day streaming this one game that nobody really cares to watch me play, when I could have just as good of a time playing this one game that I've already played like 4 times this week, Plus, I think it gives me more time in between streams to, like, live my life. That, like, when I do... Because personally, my favorite thing about streaming is to talk about myself. Is to hear my own fucking voice and talk. Like, the game is just kind of like the vehicle. It's very much like a mukbang. People are not watching for the food. They're listening for the person talking. That just happens to be what they're doing while they're talking. They're eating food, right? That's very much what I treat streaming as. Like, there are times where I play a game where, like, the point is, like, engaging with the story and, like, really showcasing the game. But for the most part, the game is just something for me to do with my hands and continue to keep the conversation moving for over 2 to 3 hours. For the most part, it's just me kind of podcasting. That's kind of what I treat it as. So, and that's usually, if I like, when I have a stream where I don't even get to the game for like an hour and a half, that to me is an amazing stream. Versus, like, if I, play fucking Ace Attorney for 5 hours and I don't really talk about myself and I'm just reading dialogue the entire time, I don't feel as confident about that stream. Because I don't feel like I got to put my own personal touch on it as much. Which is why I tend to stream the types of games that I do play. So, not having to stream 6 out of 7 days a week in order to live. Which was also like a fucking blessing in itself. Like, I'm not trying to say like, oh my god, it was so hard. Like, what a fucking cakewalk. Really. Like... I was so lucky, but it's nice to allow my hobby to like truly be my hobby again, thankfully, and feel again more like a creative outlet that I get to like really look forward to the times I do get to do it now that my schedule's a little different. And it allows me, to have more time in between streams where I do get to have more of that like first hour and a half. I'm catching up with everybody. I'm talking about my week. I'm answering questions about things that have happened in the world or in my life. And, I appreciate it a lot. So I do think that my streams since moving to California for the last like year and a half now. Over a year and a half. Despite not being as frequent, I think they're probably some of my best streams I've had in years. Just in terms of like my personal reflection on them, just because I like do have more time to talk and unpack and overshare shit about myself. I am a Leo moon. I'm a Taurus sun. Recently I was watching a lot of videos about like what your moon and rising sign mean. And I'm a Taurus sun, Leo moon, and Cancer rising. I can show my chart. I don't really know much about astrology. I just kind of like find a person that I like their demeanor and I just kind of listen to them talk. I don't really like, I don't hold too much stock in it dictating my life choices. But I do find it really fun, and I don't necessarily think it's complete nonsense. I do think that there's something to it for sure. But yeah, here's my chart. You can add me on CoStar. I will probably not accept your friend request because I don't use it for that. But yeah, I mean, there is my username. And then this is my like graph, the circle, if that helps you figure anything out too about me. But I love when people who know about astrology tell me shit about my chart, because it's like, yes, gay people love being told shit about themselves. I love it. Pickled Lennon, thank you for the raid, Diva. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Did you find any shinies today? But yeah, Taurus Sun, Leo Moon, Cancer Rising. And the more that I've learned about like what your like your moon and your rising like mean, and how like I forget which one it is, but it's like that's the one that like you get perceived as. I think it might be rising. I don't remember. I just remember being like, oh, that's kind of true. And I make sure when I'm listening to astrology stuff, I not only see the positives. Ooh, yes, yes, creative. Ooh, yeah, strong-willed. I also look at the negatives. A little self-absorbed. Stubborn as fuck. I'm like, yeah, that's me. But like, whatever. I'm funny as hell. That's all that matters to me, really. My little man barking. Oh, Ruby's sleeping in here. She's still in here. I'm a Taurus too. It's so true. We hate change. Hate change. Love buying shit. Me, self-absorbed, but in the OCD bad way. My name's Pink, and it's really nice to meet you. I once knew a Chihuahua named Baby Man. I do call Soda that a lot. Little man, baby man. I found myself calling all of my baby cousins the things I call my dogs. Hey, little man. Hey, little man. Hey, buddy. Buddy boy. My dad used to call me Buddy Boy when I was a kid. If I, like, woke up in the morning, I'd come downstairs. Buddy Boy! And I'm like, oh, shut up. Please shut the fuck up. I'm so tired and I have to go to school. I hate when other adults call me Bud. Depends on who's doing it. I don't really mind it. Really. Danny called me Big Jim 5 minutes ago. That was hot as hell. Love that. Let's build a little street here, I guess. And I meant it. Damn. Oh my god. Not in front of people. I think a lot about how me calling my younger sister Bud and Buddy as kids probably made her realize her gender dysphoria quicker. Not you accidentally triggering her. Not you triggering the fuck out of her by trying to be sweet. Unless you were actually eye-opening. It was affirming to be called Bud and Buddy. I also think of Bud and Buddy as like more gender neutral personally. Dude, honestly, I respect when people, especially like trans girls, are like, please don't call me dude. But I call everyone dude. If you ask me not to, I will respect that. But I call everyone dude. I call everyone, if I'm annoyed, I'll go like, bro. It's kind of, I wonder if, my Dallas was like, do you think your family thinks it's weird how we're gay guys, but we are constantly saying bro and dude? I call everyone girl, but I need to stop that. Yeah, I say girl all the time. I'm always I'm always gendering the fuck out of people, I guess. The introduction of trans people into my life years ago removed guys from my vocabulary and added y'all instead. I don't think I am Southern enough to use y'all outside of Twitter. I say you guys. And I'm just not woke enough to change it. Unless somebody asks me not to. The introduction of Anne into my life has me saying bro. Exactly. I'd said this on the podcast, but I love the work environment of the Justers podcast, because where else can you start an email to your boss basically going, hey diva, and it's the appropriate way of addressing someone who employs you. It's hard to describe, but petal and flower in a Geordie accent UK is so lovely. I guess it's like love. Okay, I never heard flower, but around the Irish people in my neighborhood and stuff, I did used to sometimes hear people call people petal. And I was like, I'm not doing that gay shit, but you can. I also call people girl instinctually because of you fuckers, and I mask it in work environments, but it always slips out. The code switch. It's been a long time since I've been around a room that is majority heterosexuals. And I did catch myself at a party recently that was like a lot of straight people. Like kind of like kind of reverting back a little bit to like how I used to talk when I was hiding how I actually talk. And then I was like, what am I doing? So then I kind of like just kind of like mentally reset myself to just like try not to do that. And it kind of worked. Like I definitely like, to me, I am at a point in my life where I'm trying to be as fruity as possible. Especially if it's gonna make straight people mad. I wear my little fucking booty shorts. I don't care how many little kids in Walmart go, Mommy, why is he wearing girl shorts? You fucking asshole. They're men's jeans that I cut into Daisy Dukes. Go fuck yourself, you little bitch. Did one really do that? Yes, I was at Walmart in Jacksonville, and I was picking up my prescriptions. Literally, girl, I'm picking up the pills to keep me from killing myself. And you're pushing me over the edge. And I'm in line getting my medication, and this girl in front of all these people goes, Mommy, why is that boy wearing girl shorts? And the mom started fucking laughing her ass off. The pharmacist could not keep a straight face, which, like, I don't blame her. But it was so humiliating. I wasn't mad. I joke. I'm really not that mad at the little girl because she's a child. But I was mad at the mom's response not being, don't point at strangers and be loud as fuck like that. I would have gotten... Not that I endorse this. I would have probably gotten smacked as a child. I don't endorse that, but I'm just saying what would have happened. I am so glad that, like, it is so taboo for, like, physical discipline. I feel like I'm kind of, for the most part, obviously there are people who have exceptions, but I feel like for the most part, I'm kind of like the last generation of kids that were raised, like, getting hit. For the most part, like, my sister definitely didn't. I got my ass kicked a lot as a kid, and it fucked me up. It really did. It's horrible. But I noticed that my parents never did that to my sister. Probably because they saw that it fucked me up. But, yeah, I used to get my mouth washed out with soap. And I remember noticing my sister, like, saying the same swear words, and it didn't happen to her after a certain point. But it's horrible to do. So I'm glad it doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, it just was crazy to me that, like, this woman would not immediately be like, hey, that's not nice to point at strangers and loudly ask questions about them with them in earshot. Like, that should have been a teaching moment, and it bothered me that it was not. It was a, ha ha ha, yeah, why is that fucking faggot wearing fucking little booty shorts? I fucking hate that guy. Like, it bothered me so much. It really bothered me. The mom's lack of response, lack of positive parenting really bothered me in that moment. And that's what made it stick with me. I probably would not have as big of an issue with it if the mom was like, baby, do not point at strangers and shout things about them. Because if she's saying that about me, about something that I can change if it really bothered me, which it doesn't, it just made me start buying shorter shorts. Can't imagine the things she's fucking saying about other people, you know? So that was also something that bothered me about it. I imagine the mom was blindsided by her kid. I mean, she was there and she had a moment and she fucking just cackled. And I, like, was there for another, like, 2 minutes getting my shit refilled. So there was plenty of time for her to be, like, compose herself and be like, honey, that was not nice. But instead, I just became the butt of a joke for a bunch of fucking conservative loser boomers. And honestly, an evil millennial woman, too. She was a pretty young mom. She could have literally been like, well, shorts are just shorts. Like, maybe he likes those. Like, literally, any response could have been better than fucking laughing. I almost would have been like, yeah, aren't they ugly? Like, I honestly maybe think that I would have liked that more. Because at least then I could have turned around and been like, fuck you. You're a bitch. You're talking about me. You're talking about me. With your fucking Walmart $2 tank top. Bitch, this is customized. This is Old Navy that I customized. Thank you very much. I love that you've basically made this a choose your own adventure. Oh, by the fact that I can't get over anything that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Thank you. I gotta change my town tune. It's still the basic one. I completely forgot I wanted to go to Harv's Island, so I can start saving up for Reese and Cyrus. I had 5 eggs today with Cholula. It was so fucking good. I'm probably gonna make 5 more after my stream today. Because I did buy them like a week and a half ago. So I should probably finish them off. I don't really think they'll go bad by tomorrow, but it would be smart to eat them. Making up alternate scenarios for things that mildly traumatized me in my past. I know, that's right. It's a prison! Oh, it's the worst! Ah! It's so horrible! It's awful! Every day of my life. Every day of my life! It's the same! Every day is the same! It's just a cyclical thing, and then I die. Isn't it cool? Isn't it so fucking crazy and wild? Woo! Wow. The fact that this story that I'm telling happened probably 2 years ago now. 2 years ago. And I'm mad all over again. That's OCD type thought spirals, baby. They fucking suck. Yeah, it's not great. I've been getting back into watching ASMR videos. There's this one woman on YouTube. I don't really like a lot of ASMR because I'm very sensitive to mouth sounds. So honestly, the worse the microphone, the more I enjoy it. I don't really love when it's like a super good mic that I can hear how much spit they've got under their fucking tongue. Trish is very good at ASMR, actually. Especially if you like scenes, like storyline related ASMR. She's got some funny ones. Like, you are sitting next to the mean girl at lunch. It's fucking great. But anyway, there's this woman that I love. Her name is Ray Moon. I've been a fan of hers for so long. And she just uses, I think, the microphone on her Apple headphones. So it's like a good enough mic that it's quality ASMR and you're not hearing, like, I don't know, a car drive by and shit like that. But it's not so good that, like, I'm hearing every time that her tongue touches her teeth. Like, it's perfect for me. And she has this one video. It's literally like almost 5 years old now. And it's just like chaotic sleep guided shit. So she's just like Look at the look at the marker. Look at the marker. Look at the marker. Don't look at the marker. Look at the marker. Don't look at the marker. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Look at my nose. Don't look at it. And it's so fucking chaotic. But it literally, I will watch it. It is a like 40-minute long video. I've never made it past 5 minutes. Never once ever made it past the 5-minute mark. Ever. The other night, I was like, for some reason, still not able to fall asleep. And I'm sitting there, it's on the TV. Dallas is like on TikTok on his phone with headphones in, and I'm watching this video to try to fall asleep. And I'm like, no, I have not seen this fucking part of the video. Ever in my life. And it was fully like the 8-minute mark. Like, I've never gotten there. That shit, my eyes start feeling heavy the minute she's like, pick a light, any light. That's probably at the 3-minute mark. She's like, look at the string lights behind me. Pick a light. Look at that light. Don't look at my hands. Don't look at my hands. Look at the light. It's so fucking pleasant. It is hypnotic to me. I've had to tap back into that video lately because I've been having some trouble sleeping again because my brain just keeps going and going and going. And it's so nice. It turns my brain off. Because there are some times where I'm like, I'm laying in bed. I'll link it. Yeah, I'll link it. It's an amazing channel. She's fucking cool as fuck. Here. She's the best. But yeah, she has some of my favorite videos ever of hers. Again, they're like years old at this point. She does this one where she's a UFOologist and you like come to her office and she's like talking about like expeditions she's gone on to like track down UFOs, and it is literally like my favorite video in the world. And it's so old at this point, but I keep coming back. But anyway, yeah, love Raymoon. Literally so amazing. Highly recommend if you like ASMR. She's great. But yeah, lately I've been having like a lot of like, even if I'm not even thinking about like bad thoughts, like my brain is just going like, oh, what am I want to eat tomorrow? Oh yeah, we need to go to Home Depot to get spray paint. What do I want to put on those shelves that we're gonna spray paint? I think I'll put this one and this one. Like I'm like I don't want to think about this right now, and I can't stop. So that's when I'm like, okay, Raymoon, I don't have time to think about something. I'm trying to focus on the light. Trying to focus on. She has a little. She goes, look at the alien, and it's a little alien finger puppet. She's like, he says hello. Look at the alien. He's over here. Look at the alien. He's over here. I love it. Literally, once she busts out that fucking alien, that's when I'm like, okay, it's hitting. I got another minute in me before I turn this off and turn over and go to bed. I rarely ever make it past look at the alien. If you watch that video tonight, I'll link the actual video. Follow my instructions for sleep. This is my go-to video. Yeah, it's 23 minutes long. Don't remember the last time I made it past the 5-minute mark. It's great. She's the best. I love Raymoon. We're Instagram oomfies. And she's about to hit 200K. She was on PBS. They did like a PBS News about ASMR. And she did the interview like not in her whisper voice. And it was so crazy. I was just like, oh my god. She said she used to be a teacher. And then when she retired, she found ASMR. And started doing it as a hobby. And that's so cool. And we were originally like, oh, you know, she's you know, probably like Gen X, like she's an older woman, and I know she's from Texas. We were getting really nervous, and then she was just like, there's this fabulous drag queen, Alyssa Edwards. And I was just like, oh, she's woke. Okay, perfect. And she had a video like getting you ready for Pride. And she's like, I can't believe you're going to get to see Lady Gaga today. And I'm like, ah! Again, that video is also like 4 or 5 years old now. We were watching that when we like first moved in with each other in like Jacksonville. We weren't even oomfies yet. I want so badly to support women in ASMR, but instead I will watch buff men do the same shit. I can't watch men do ASMR typically. Mostly because they often are very sexy. And then I just get kind of riled up. Like, I'm trying to fall asleep. There's this one fucking ASMR person I saw. It was like a buff guy, and it was ASMR, and he's just like lifting his pecs and shit. I was like, how can someone fall asleep to that? I know ASMR is not just for falling asleep, but I'm like, I mean, I'm not trying to say it's a bad video. It's an amazing video. It's a very quality ASMR video, but I can't watch that for ASMR purposes. That will not work for me. I would be distracted, personally. But if you're not into men, or you do, but you're not looking to fall asleep, it's a great video. There are times where I actually think I would really love doing ASMR videos, because I really love the idea of, like, building a scene for like a character and saying like comforting things. But I don't want Dallas to think I'm like stealing his thing, because Dallas does ASMR videos and he's amazing at it. And I used to watch his before we moved in together, and then I just got the real thing. But yeah, I used to watch Dallas specifically had a video where he talked about his like Rubik's Cube collection, and before we like met in person, I used to watch that all the time and be like, oh my god, I love this guy. But yeah, I actually think doing ASMR would be really, really fun, but I don't want Trish or Dallas to think I'm copying them. And I also just don't really have the time to do it. That too. But I am so picky about ASMR with like mouth sounds and stuff that I would like want to be creating ASMR that is for people like me who are like don't like those kinds of noises. There was one time I honestly find like soft like speaking like this more ASMR inducing for me than like a whisper. Like, if somebody's just talking like this, that to me is ASMR. I get ASMR when I'm editing the podcast and I'm editing the ad reads. There's something about Trish reading the ad reads that makes me feel like I'm in the car as a child listening to the radio commercials. That puts me at ease. And I literally, like, not all the time, but I will sometimes get ASMR editing the ad reads for the podcast. For that reason. I saw this one account that does ASMR videos, but it's just bass boosted smacking the mic around. There's a fucking ASMR video called, it's like 2 hours long, and it's called Funky Kong Picks You Up from the Airport. And I do think it's funny, but they imitate him like moving like a toothpick around in his mouth while he's talking to you. And that noise makes me want to rip my hair out. So I can't really watch it, as funny as it is. Anyway, hello executie pie. Hello. Soft-spoken shit is exactly why I lean towards men doing ASMR. A deep voice will knock me the fuck out. I sometimes find deep voices very distracting because it almost feels like they're trying to make their voice sound even deeper than it already is. And then I just start thinking about like, oh, men are so annoying. Like, oh my god. Performing masculinity is a prison. Get over it. I actually should start looking up men with more, like, fag sense. I should probably look that up. I think I would actually really enjoy that. Again, Dallas is... Dallas is really good at ASMR. Speaking of, Dallas is so good at ASMR. I actually really like this house placement for some reason. I might change some of the furniture around, but I was like, maybe I'll move her at some point. But I actually have never really done a house in this spot where, like, you enter the yard from the side, and I don't know, I kind of really like it. It's a fun, like, challenging use of space, so I think I'm gonna keep it on this spot and just build up around it or something. I want to make a wooden plank design. I had one on my old island, but I kind of fucking hated it. So I might design a new one. Or just end up fucking letting myself use one of Mel's patterns. I'm really enjoying making all my designs myself again on this island. It's been a very fun creative exercise and pixel art practice, for sure. But I might let myself use some designs that I really like from the gallery as well. Mainly, if I download this, like, cobblestone 9-tile path design, I'm not fucking making another path with, like, transparency and shit. It's so fucking annoying. I did it with the dirt on my last island, and I never want to do it again. Doing the road was different because it's like I do the middle piece and then I just, like, do the corners. I didn't have to individually pixelate different edges like I did on the last one. I'm trying to see if I want to do these orange pieces in the corner instead. Who would you get caught with on the Coldplay Jumbotron? It would be very fucking funny if it was me and Mel. Because it would be so not romantic that it would be like, of course it looks like that. I feel like with any other person, it's just weird. But, like, if it's me and Mel, it feels like the plot of a sitcom that we are living in real life. What do you guys think? What should I do? I kind of like that this one, all the pieces, like, kind of connect to the base. But the pop of color of the orange is nice. And I am already using them on orange already on other parts of my island. It's like brown. Orangey brown. I'm just saying orange. I'm leaning more orange myself instead of the gray block. The orange feels more like where you'd be walking, kind of like the yellow grippy thing. That's true. But I do like that it has the same, like, texture look to it as the tiles around it than this one does. I think I'm gonna pivot to the orange. I need to make a crosswalk pattern too. Oh my god. Stop doing this, please. Hours. All right, I am probably gonna wrap it up here, just because it is getting late. It's almost 9. But I'll be back tomorrow because I don't have to edit for the rest of the week. So I'll be back tomorrow. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I had a great time chatting with you all. Yes, I'll make the VOD public immediately. As soon as I end, I can make it public. Okay. Thank you for watching, everybody. Night, Jimmy. Had a bad night, but you fixed it. Thank you for streaming. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks, but I'm grateful to hear that spending some time here helped course correct for you. I hope tomorrow's a better day. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Oh, wait, actually, no. Not see you tomorrow. I hate you all. Fuck you. Just kidding. I mean, I am not streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be going to a drag show. I'm seeing Lydia tomorrow with some friends, which is exciting. I don't know who else is in the show, local performers wise. I haven't looked at the flyer, so I have to do that. What?
You ran out of ranch.
Oh no. Oh no, person who is the one who eats all the ranch to let me know when we're running low and I can get it. Wow, crazy. Yeah, anyway, I'll be back Friday because I'm gonna be gone. But playing a role. I run in to Target.
I can go get it. Bitch, you don't go nowhere without me.
Did we win the lottery? Well, don't answer on stream.
I didn't.
Because
I didn't look. Probably not.
We played the other day. We lost.
We did not.
Oh yeah, we got $5.
We won.
Yeah, we won $5.
No, now our DMs are gonna be blown up.
Anyway, so yeah, I won't be live tomorrow, but I'll be live Friday and Saturday. Okay. So I was lying. I love you all. Okay. Well, goodbye. See you Friday. Bye.